making no apologies. That's it, umhlaba mawuhlulwe, so that our people can have access to the land.
Life is difficult, but you must soldier on. Don't give up. If you are a coward, you don't belong here.
Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome to Sumo Politics. So today I want us to talk about the criminal cases. The Minister of Police, the new Minister Ukachalia, there's this article that came out where he says there's 13 million criminal cases closed and unresolved in the past 10 years. 13 million criminal cases that are closed and unresolved that cannot be resolved. 13 million. That is crazy. That is absolutely crazy. So yesterday we found out that witness D was murdered, right? Killed. Today we found out that 12 men were shot. There's a gunman that shot 12 people, and it actually said that there's a child involved. It's not 12 men, 12 people were shot, and there's a child involved in that. So that is crazy to me. And it seems like people keep on dying. These terrible things, they keep on happening. And it's crazy to me if we're going to say 13 million cases are unresolved and closed. Yo, something needs to be done, guys. Something needs to be done. Otherwise, we are going to keep getting shocked at these things. Now, let's quickly get right into this article of the new Minister of Police, Kachalia, so that we can find out if there is 13 million cases unresolved and closed, how many are resolved. Let's get right into it. It says here more than 13.2 million. Million is crazy. 13 million. That is absolutely crazy to me. More than 13.2 million police criminal cases were closed without resolution in the past 10 years. This was disclosed by the acting police minister, which is Feroz Kachalia, in parliamentary reply. So what happens in parliament, there's there's these Q&As that holds the leaders or the ministers accountable. So they appear before the committees, and they have to answer questions from the MPs. So Build One South Africa leader, which is Umosi Maimane, asked Kachalia this question, and I'm so glad that he asked, because like I didn't know this. And the rate that South Africa is going in now when it comes to crime and death, we need to have another strategy when it comes to resolving cases. We need to find another strategy when it comes to detective work or whatever that needs to be done. But I think we need another strategy. 30 million is crazy. Crazy to me. So this question was asked by the leader of BOSA, which is Umosi Maimane. The data provided by Kachalia, which is the minister, that a total of 21,497,020 criminal cases opened over the past decade. So there is 21 million cases opened, 497, right? Of that 21 million, because it's 21.497, let's say 21.5 million cases are opened. And of that amount, 30,264,019 were closed without resolution. 13,264 of that 21 million. Crazy to me. So that means that that's even more than the half. That's more than the half. So it says that of that 21 million cases open, 13 million are without resolution. And then 8 million were solved. That is crazy. We need to do better than that. We need to do better than that. That is absolutely crazy. We need to do better than that. Kachalia clarified that closed cases are not permanently dismissed and can be reopened if, for example, new evidence emerges, or if the docket was closed with a brought forward date in the subsequent years. So Kachalia here says that a closed docket does not mean Uguti, it might never be reopened. Something might happen that might link to that case and then it might be reopened. But what are the chances of that? What are the chances of that? That is crazy. According to my man, which is Omosi, this translates to a police service struggling. They are definitely struggling to keep the pace with the country's crime levels. They are definitely struggling, and they've been struggling for a while. That is why we are seeing such a raise in like unlawlessness. I feel like crime is just slipping through the fingers of the police. It seems like the criminals have gotten more sophisticated and the police are not keeping up. You can't have so many cases unresolved and closed. That is crazy to me. So Musima Mane says that the police are struggling to keep up with the pace of the pace with the country's crime levels, and I definitely agree with that. And shout out to Musi for asking this question. I think this is a very important question. Shout out to him, and especially with the Madlanga Commission and the ad hoc committee going on and the things that we are hearing, it just shows that crime in this country has gone to a different level. And on top of that, it seems like now crime has gotten sophisticated because the criminals now are working with the people in our government, the people that are supposed to be protecting us. So this is an important question. So it says that BOSA previously revealed that the SAPS, which is the police, is operating on a shortage of 2,344 detectives. So if they're operating on a shortage of 2.3 detectives, that means they are behind. The detectives are the ones that are investigating the crimes. Why they don't hire more if they're operating on short? The shortage of trained detectives and under-resourced police station is crippling our ability to fight crime effectively. This means thousands of criminal cases are going cold with no follow-up, investigations, no arrest, no justice for victims. As more and more files pile up on the desks of detectives, criminals are not being brought to book, and justice is not being served for victims. My money has a comprehensive solution for curbing crime and improving the criminal justice is calling for. So, with everything that is happening, after Musima Mana asked this question, so it says here now he has a solution or some ideas that he's putting forth. He's saying that the recruitment of 120,000 new police officers to expand the capacity. So he's proposing that there be a recruitment of 120,000 new policers to expand capacity. Number 2, increase the funding and resources for the service. Definitely, I feel like the police are under funded. 3, establishment of smaller community-focused police stations. This is so true. I feel like it depends where you are, which police station you go to. The service is not the same. So I think, community-focused police stations would definitely make a huge difference. Modernization of forensic capabilities. Exactly. Those forensic people, they go there, take all the things, and they're just wasting the money. I don't even think those forensic people, they ever find anything. Just a waste of money. Digitalization of criminal dockets. Exactly. I agree with this. To improve case management, well, I agree 50-50, saying that because dockets can be stolen and then no one knows where the docket is. But if it's digitalized, then maybe someone won't steal it, but they will delete it. Essentially, you never know. You never know. A strategic focus to target the most violent crimes, which I think that's what the PKTT was trying to do. So it says here, data from Stats South Africa 2024-2025 governance, public safety and justice service show crimes such as housebreaking and theft are increasing. Sexual offenses have seen a spike. soaring from 25,000 cases in 2021 to 73,000. Imagine. Sexual offenses cases have risen from 25,000 to 73,000. That is crazy. That is crazy. So in 2020 and 2021, between 2020 and 2021, the sexual offenses were 25,000. Between 2024 and 2025, we're looking at 73,000. That is absolutely insane. The reporting rate for many crimes remain low, often due to the lack of trust in the SAPS. This is very true. This is very true. Most people don't report anymore because they're just like, they're not going to do anything. They're not going to solve my problem, so I'd rather not go. So this is very true. The DA has also expressed a concern over the worsening crime rate. Our communities remain under siege due to violent crimes such as murder, assault, robberies, rape, sexual offenses, with many cases going unreported due to deep mistrust of the SAPS. Yeah, this is so true. People don't report. So, yeah, this is absolutely crazy. I think you guys tell me what you think. And as we also heard today that 12 people were gunned down. The gunman, it's crazy. It's crazy. And it says that there's a 3-year-old boy amongst the 11 people killed. I shame. So yeah, tell me if you think what could be done with crime levels or this high, with as we see the police like Abo General Khwanazi trying their best to make sure that they're able to continue defending South Africans. I mean, there's a lot going on. There is a lot going on in our country. I don't know what we need to do to improve. Do we need to employ more people? Remember, if you're employing more people and they come in adding from rotten people that are already in the service, they're going to make those new people rotten. So what do we think should be done? I heard someone says there should be an audit, like on all people. This person was not talking about SAPS, was just talking about people like in government, like even you councillors and the what was saying there must just be an audit on everybody. So I don't know, guys, how we can solve this. You guys let me know what can be done in South Africa, because I feel like the problems are deeper. They are deeper than people committing the crimes, because these people, they bribe the people that are supposed to put them in jail. These people bribe the people that are supposed to be bringing evidence. So what makes the cases unresolved and closed, it's because the people that are supposed to collect the information, they get bribed. The people that are supposed to release judgment, they get bribed. So people that are guilty, they end up walking. They say there's no evidence, case goes cold. The person who's supposed to investigate doesn't do the job, or is bribed and end up not doing it right. The detective is, so I feel like when I think about it, my mind explodes, because I feel like there's so many things that are wrong. It's not one thing that's wrong. There's so many things that are wrong. And I'm just afraid that, are we able to fix them? I think I'm just afraid. Are we able to fix these problems that we have? I don't know. You guys tell me if you think we're able to. I personally, I just don't know. It scares me. Anyway, thank you for tuning in. If you don't know who I am, my name is Zizipolo Pelwana. This is Simple Politics. We are currently sitting on 36.9 subscribers. Please subscribe to this channel. The aim is to get to 40k subscribers before the end of the year. Oh boy, we are left with a few weeks. I hope we can make it, but if we don't, we'll try again next year. Please subscribe. Ask your family and friends to subscribe. It's free of charge. There are details attached on the channel. If you want to support the channel, please support the channel. I'll see you guys on the next one. Let's meet in the comment section. Tell me what we can do, because honestly, I don't know. I'll see you guys on the next one. Aluta continua. Until the next time.